Collins in the gun. Takes the snap. Looks over the middle, steps up in the pocket. He's going to take it himself across the 35, across the 30, green grass, across the 20, the 15, hurdles a man, and runs out of bounds just short of the Pittsburgh 10.
Graham Brown said earlier in this week, kind of tongue-in-cheek, well, the club opens at midnight, so you might as well come to the game. Well, fans have not heeded that message, down 10 with 6 minutes to play.
Thanks so much, Jesh. Jaden O places the ball on the tee at his own 35, an onside kick, and Syracuse recovers! Jaden O delivering the goods, and the Orange get the ball back with 6:18 left in the fourth quarter, down by 10. Don't go clubbing yet, Syracuse. Ball spotted at the Pittsburgh 12. Collins takes the snap, delivers to the right hashes. It's caught by Emmanuel Ross, who lunges forward into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. 11 penalties for Pittsburgh, 9 for Syracuse. Collins out of the gun, takes the snap, faces pressure, somehow stays on his feet, works across the 35, going to take it himself across the 40, 45 over midfield, now across the Pittsburgh 40, the 35 slides just short of the Pittsburgh 30, and the Syracuse fans are on their feet. Heinzel in the gun, 3 receivers to his right. He takes the snap, immediately faces pressure, steps up in the pocket, evades one tackler, but not the second. He's wrapped up and dragged down. David Reese, as well as several other defensive linemen in there to make the tackle. It was Reese who was the initial Orange to get his hands all over Heinzel and says, "Come here, you're going down with me." Hands gets the ball, tries again down the far sideline, and again he's got Gill. It's bobbled up in the air and intercepted. Kavir Baines Marquise takes it across the Syracuse 40, the 35, the 30, now the 20, and he's taken down. Ricky Collins makes the tackle. That's right, Ryan. Thanks so much. Back here in the Dome with Luke Burgess, I'm Gino Antamarino. Tie ball game between Syracuse and Pittsburgh. It's 7-7 with a fresh 15 minutes on the second quarter clock. And Luke, one of the things we noticed once we got to the JMA Wireless Dome was how many recruits were down on the sideline for Syracuse. And with more on that, we send it down to the sideline man, Jish Sokolski. Jish, what you got on that?
Yeah, Gino, there are a couple notable recruits here today. A 5-star tackle, Olu Olubobola from New Jersey in the class of 27. But the real big one, 4-star receiver, Khalil Taylor, was a Penn State commit, but after James Franklin, the head coach of the Nittany Lions, got fired, his recruitment's open. He also has a Pitt offer from the Pittsburgh area. So honestly, whoever wins this game could sway Taylor in the class of 27, a 4-star wide receiver. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, Jish.
That'd be quite something.
Another opportunity for Syracuse to show future players what the Syracuse program means. All right, back to the action. It's 3rd down and 9 at the Syracuse 45. Heinzel in an empty set, dishes off to the far side. It's Kenny Johnson who takes it at the chest, rumbles down the far sideline and extends. Did he get the first down? Yes, he did. Right at the 35. So move the chains for Pittsburgh. Yeah. Now 2 for 5 on 3rd down conversions today.
Johnson was a bit unhappy there.
Heinzel in the gun, ball on the left hash at the Syracuse 35. Heinzel takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks down the left sideline, airs one out in that way. It's in and out of the hands of one of his receivers. That's Joels Goff, one of the running backs.
And that was not a good throw. It was way over Goff's head, and Syracuse's safety on the play, Deuce Chestnut, was breaking down towards that ball. Could have been picked off.
A lot of decisions that you're kind of scratching your head about with Mason Heinzel. Already has an interception today to Davian Kerr. That set up Syracuse's touchdown, which makes it 7-7. About 30 seconds played in the second quarter. Ball at the Syracuse 35. It's 2nd and 10 for Pittsburgh. Heinzel out of an empty set, gets the ball. Dishes underneath. This one's caught by Blue Hicks. Gets a first down and a little bit more as he works outside the far numbers and pushed out of bounds. Nice catch and go underneath. And move the sticks again for Pittsburgh. Demetrius Samuel was right there to drag Hicks out of bounds. The most targeted DB in the country, Demetrius Samuel, the true freshman. First down with the ball at the Syracuse 23. Heinzel barking orders at his O-line. Turner off his right hip. Bunch formation to the right side. Heinzel claps his hands, gets the ball. Hand off to Turner. Runs off right guard. Has green grass to work. Across the 10. He brings a bunch of Navy jerseys with him to the 5. And now he's brought down. Turner would not take no for an answer. Ran right up the gut. Met with pressure immediately, but kept the legs churning and burning. Deuce Chestnut, along with Brahim Long, David Reese, the whole defensive unit for Syracuse, trying to keep Turner out of the end zone. And now the ball is spotted at the 5. First down for Pittsburgh. Heinzel in an empty set. Waves Turner to his left hip. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Takes the snap, hand off to Turner immediately. Jets towards the right side. Outside the numbers, and he can't get anywhere. Antoine Delorier, the freshman, wrapping him up and dragging him down. Second down for Pittsburgh.
And that is where Delorier has absolutely excelled, and the reason that he is on all those watch lists. He's not great in coverage, but tracking down ball carriers and stopping the run, he is probably the best on Syracuse's defense.
Ball on the right hash. Second down for Pittsburgh at the 6-yard line of Syracuse's end. Heinzel out of the gun, takes the snap, airs one to the pylon. It's caught by Poppy Williams, but an immediate tackle at the 5 by Cornell Perry. The Syracuse crowd starting to come to life as third down rings over the PA speakers.
Really good instincts from Perry to flock to the ball carrier there. That was a sneaky route trying to disguise him underneath, and Perry was all over it. Very anticipatory. That's what you want, proactive DBs.
Ball at the Syracuse 4. It's third down for Pittsburgh. Turner off of Heinzel's right hip. Heinzel claps his hands, gets the ball, looks over the middle, steps up in the pocket, has nowhere to go, gets flushed out to the right side. He's dragged down! Devin Grant brings him down by his ankles at around the 15, stands up and starts dancing to this raucous crowd here at the JMA Wireless Dome. That's the leadership that Grant brings to the table, brings up fourth down for Pittsburgh, and with that they send out the field goal unit. Trey Butkowski set for a 31-yard field goal. On the right hash, the snap, the hold, the kick is up. And it's good. 10-7, Pittsburgh leads over Syracuse, 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. Even though Pittsburgh got that field goal, an excellent defensive stand by Syracuse to not allow a touchdown. That's going to give some life to the Syracuse offense. We'll see how they do when we come back. You're listening to Syracuse football on the original home of the Orange, WAER.
Today's live broadcast is made possible thanks to support from listeners like you and from our sponsors.